we need to talk about Audio-Technica, and in particularly the M series, because I've got a history with them. Let me tell you what exists. The M20s exist, and I've never heard them. These are the M30s. Then these are the M40s, and they live on my wall, and I love them. And if you want to look at my most popular and controversial video, that'll be the M50 and the M50X, which are hot garbage despite what Marcus Brownlee says. And then you go and there's the M70, which is a very expensive, very painful set of headphones that I also hated. So the second I saw that the M60Xs were out, I had no choice but to get them and shit all over them, because I have to make sure people understand. But these are fucking amazing. I know. Trust me, I didn't buy them going, oh man, I hope they're good. I bought them going, fucking $200 for an on-ear, a little baby on-ear. Oh, it's gonna be fucking fantastic, Audio-Technica. I can't fucking wait. And yet they get delivered yesterday. And I don't do reviews like, oh, I got it delivered and did a review. I don't do that. But I kind of have to for these. You see, I'm the first person to write a review for them on Amazon. Look, no reviews. I'm the first person, and they get 5 fucking stars. And I can't read my review because it's not up yet. So I bought them. They were on wait for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't even know. And I unboxed them yesterday, and in the description of this video will be the unboxing, which is on my other channel. And I just hum throughout it, because it's like, oh yeah, here it comes. Here comes one of those. He's going to review the M60Xs. He's going to hate them. And then I put them on my head. And they might be my absolute favorite sounding portable closeback ever. We'll get to that, all right? Are you hooked on this review yet? Okay, good. Because I brought out the other favorite portable closeback headphones that I have. B&OH6s. Absolutely fucking adore them. The build quality, look at the leather, and that slider is just, how is it so clean from being stopped there? And the round pads with the R and the L. And these are the bronzed hazel edition with, you can plug it in either side, and and they fold flat. And oh God, I love those. And we'll get to sound signatures in a bit. And then my new kid on the block, the One More Triples, the Tridents, and I'm just like, they're so violently good, and and they fold. You can fold, and they have a case which I can't find, and it pisses me off because I cleaned my entire apartment and I can't find the case. And they're so impressive when you hear them, and they're just, oh God. And I brought down my M40Xs, which live on my wall. Remu is standing where they usually sit. And you have to change the pads to like ZMF cowhides, and the cable is stupid, so you have to change the cable. But then I haven't put these on in a long while, and I put them on, and I'm just like, Made in Abyss is playing. And like, yes, I remember why I love these, because they're so cheap, and with a few mods, they're just warm and big, and yes. And then what the fuck are these doing right that Audio-Technica couldn't get right before? Let's look at the build before I get too mushy and start crying. So I pulled them out, and I knew they were going to be a smaller cup, but this is tiny. How many knuckles, Zeos? One knuckle. That's how I judge pads, by the way. Like these V-Moto XLs are 2 knuckle. Those are 2 knuckle. These big son of a bitches probably 2 or 3 knuckle. So 1. So that's on ear. There's no one's ear is that small. Not even Pasta's ear is that small. No one's ear is that small. You're getting on ear headphones, and they're so small that even I tried to like change the pads out just to see, ruins the sound. Oh, these are, by the way, the pads for the Denons. Remember the 5000s? And I said, these are the greatest pads ever, and they really are. And I took these off and I just held these against my ear with these in the place. And I was like, wow, those are comfortable. But they make the sound terrible. Small, on-ear, light. I want to tell you well-built. I want to tell you well-built. But a few design quirks. A, it don't fold. Like, at least the B&Os here fold. And these will fold. And these will... Well, that's it. They've gone through their full transformation. You could shorten them up. But even if you bought a case, and here, this is the case that I keep the B&Os in. And it's a nice case. It's a Go case. Look, it's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick case, right? So I said, oh, good. I'll put the I'll put these in there, and then I'll So they don't come with a case. They come with a bag. A bag. What's a bag? Well, that's a northern bag. I didn't read the instructions. I also didn't take out the cables because when I unboxed this, I had no intention of reviewing it today and falling in fucking love with it. So I left, so you get to see the unboxing of the cables because it's gonna be a janky shit show. You mother... Get off there. So, very thick cable, very smooth, but it's going to be twisty unless you let it breathe for a while. And it uses a standard Audio-Technica plug, which is the same plug they use on... Who else uses this plug? The Sennheisers, the 500 line. So, any cable you can get. So that's a nice, like, short little portable, and that's fine. Floor. And that comes with a big long one, which is going to be the same as that, but longer. And then it comes with a coil. It comes with a coiled cable with a 1/4-inch adapter. I'm going to leave those both packed up. Now we can look at the bag. Bag. Floor. The floor is my table. So this is it. This is your storage options. You put it in the bag, you pull string the bag, and then you put it in your bag. Put this bag in your bag. So it's not very protected. I don't think they're gonna break. Now, since I'm doing this review like one day after opening them, it sort of removes my ability to, that's fine, removes my ability to tell you how robust they are. But let's look at the design of it, the actual mechanics of it. So that only tilts that far and stops. Got exposed wire here. It slides like this, and there's a click. It's not a very strong click, but it seems to hold it, you know, where you set it. And then the part that it's attached to rotates just so slightly. So that's your range of motion. You get that, and a zippy zip zip. Keep in mind, these are $200, so they could have probably done a little more on that, but it's fine. Made in Taiwan, by the way, not China. I approve of Taiwanese construction over Chinese. So the pads, again, mini pads. Oh, they're so cute. They're very thick, very soft. I don't... Is that memory foam? It's right on the edge of, like, I don't know if you're memory foam or not. And if I can't guess if it's memory foam or not, I'm gonna say, you know what? It's a nice, slow, yeah. I'm gonna call that memory foam, even if it isn't. Because usually when you push a pad that's not memory foam, it's just like boink, 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 boink. This is why you come to Z reviews, isn't it? Where this is just like, oh, slower. Very thick. And probably of the three I have here, so we've got the big B&Os, you've got the one more triples, which also these don't fold flat, which is sort of annoying, but at least they fold. And this is not a very deep pad, and this is not a very deep pad, but it's big and round, and this is a very deep pad and very soft. This may be the most longevity comfortable. And here's how I know. When I get a headphone and I really like it, and this hasn't happened in forever, I'll take it to bed. I will make sweet, sweet love to it at night. I will wake up and make sweet, sweet love to it in the morning. And that's what I did. I took out my Shanling M1 and I brought these to bed at like 1:30 in the morning, and then I fell asleep at 2:30 in the morning, And then I got up and I went, do I want to get out of bed? Nah. Put the headphones back on and kept listening. And then I moved here after breakfast. You understand how many headphones I get? And the fact that I took one to bed, and I should do that all the time. I should be like, oh, these sound really good. I don't bother. Headphones are work. Unless headphones are pleasure. And these are a pleasure to listen to. They have bewitched me. Susie. Very, very exaggerated Susie Marburn background specifically picked for this. So yeah, one of the other, I'm going to call it a feature, or it could have been a correction, is since this is exposed here and slides up and down outside, when you stretch it out, the top has a little rubber pad on it that hits the plastic. This, by the way, is nice and soft. So I think that's an afterthought. I think they went, oh, let's do it like this. Oh, wait, it's bending a lot. Oh, wait, it's scratching the shit out of the plastic. Add a piece of foam in there, or rubber. It's rubber. So, I mean, that's great that doesn't scratch it. And when it is in contact, it is a piece of sticky rubber, so it's preventing it from sliding up and down on the shaft. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it makes it real hard to move. So, I mean, that's easy. And then once you do that, wow. Maybe that was designed in. Maybe that wasn't an afterthought. So let's put them on. Oh, they're very thick, too. Like, I'm going to be very technical with this. Very technical. There's no way it's that much thicker. It's like a 1/4 inch thicker than the One Mores and way thicker than those. So these kind of look odd. And as far as like MSR7s go, I don't have a pair of MSR7s because that's the thing. I keep the ones that I fucking love. And these are never coming in a yard sale. I'm sorry. And trust me, I want to put things in yard sales because that makes people join the Patreon. Of course, from the 1st to the 10th, I sell things that I buy to review. Like those Eclipses will probably be in this month's yard sale. Because this review is coming out real soon. Because I want it to be I want to be out there first. But I'm not selling these. I'm keeping these. I'm not selling this or this either, because every one of these has a different sound signature. I'll talk about the others first before I get to this. So the One More Spearhead, no, those are the Spearheads. The One More Tridents have that separate 10mm or 5mm tweeter, and it's like, oh my god, the treble is so there, and then it has the bass reflectors, and it's got width, and it's got a very unique sound. A little bit sharp, and a lot of power is required. That's why the Emotiva's bass X is on, is to run these. So as much as I like these for portable, I have to bring like my Q1 Mark II and nail it to run around with it. B&O H6s are a very soft, let me think, what would be the right term, classical. They have actually these have more highs than these. These have more highs than anything, but these have more highs than these. But it's a lot closer. You gotta follow this. It's a lot closer. The B&O H6s are a very intimate pair of headphones, and you can do a lot of classical music, and nothing sounds bad on the B&Os. Nothing. I don't want to really bring the M40X into it since they're not in the same category of portable, since you have to jank them up with Masso pads. But I'm not sure if these are still the best thing Audio-Technica makes in the M series. I'm pretty sure these are going to kick their ass. Because what do these sound like? You'll have to excuse me while I remind myself. I don't know how they fucking did it, alright? I don't know how they... Made in Abyss, In the Blind is the song that's been playing. And, I love that show. It's beautiful. And I'm probably gonna cry if I keep listening to this track on these headphones. Because I'm not wearing headphones. I'm in this place. I'm in this fluid-filled room with music in it. And this is a very hard thing to express. This is where my job comes in, where it's like, well, Zeos, tell us how they sound. And it's like, okay, well, how are the highs? Don't fucking get into highs or mid-range or bass. Where am I listening to this is what I'm fucking questioning. Because it's so... Hold on. I'm in the abyss. I'm fucking... After listening to these, listen to these other headphones. These other headphones sound like headphones. They sound like you can hear, oh, it's got good soundstage and good imaging, and then ooh, the bass is crazy on these, and the bass is a little reduced on these compared to these two. And the bass comes in, and it's like, oh my god, I'm there. These are I'm there headphones. I haven't done a passionate review in a while. I haven't jumped up out of my seat and gone, Eureka! I fucking discovered it in a long time, because it takes a lot to surprise me. I'm burnt. I'm burnt for fucking headphones and speakers, and I can only get so excited the next time I hear something and it's 1.5% better here, but it's 2.5% worse here. And these are better in every way to everything I'm talking about. And it's not the treble's better. It has nothing to do with any of those things you could write down on a number. It's a 7 in treble. This has this sound field effect. Like I loved these because it was treble was close and bass was far and it gave you that space. But it was a sort of strange space. These are the most natural sounding fucking on-ear headphones I've ever used. Natural is the word. Natural is the word. Airy. Fucking... just like you put them on and it's like, oh, Jesus. What the fuck has everyone else been doing wrong? Oh, by the way, the cable I'm using is a periapt, because again, I wasn't going to unspool all that shit. But I don't need them now, because fucking... I'm going back to music. Hold on. I kind of want to finish this song, but I will cry. Here, I'll let you listen. I skip ahead. Alright, I gotta just shuffle. Hold on. Alright. Lyralyn. We got female vocals coming up. I'll unmute this so you could hear it. Oh, I can unmute this. I can still hear my headphones. They're not noise canceling. There's no active noise canceling, but they do. I had them on in bed and I had the music playing and it wasn't loud. I usually listen a little bit louder than normal, but they were just playing. And my phone was on my chest. And the alert, you know which alert came. It was like, oof. It was like, I couldn't even hear it here. And it was like, wow. So these have an exceptional amount of isolation on them. And that also helps a lot of the time when you're listening to something. I haven't done the block test, actually. And I wouldn't be able to unless I put all these headphones on blocks, because you'll have a leakage. Lyralyn, how's she sound? She's right behind my eyes singing. There's little... I heard it going back and forth for the last hour on these headphones. Like, okay, wait, what does this do that this does differently? And because I still have to love all... I can't let these take all the love from my portables. I have to love these. These have a better... These certainly look the best. They collapse. They are built the best. These... excellent build. Oh my god, sound. They do something very special. These are probably the least exciting build. But how do they sound? Do I love their sound more than the other ones? And it's just... Hold on. No. Imaging is absolutely retarded. In the best way possible. I'm going to try to put this into terms you could understand. Other than being in like a gel-filled cell with underwater speakers shooting around you, because it's that big a difference. It almost sounds like you're putting on some sort of weird underwater DSP, but yet everything's still clear. you get this wave of low end, and then sounds move it's almost slower than you think they should move through your head. And it's just, fuck. What came on before? It was Run the Jewels came on. I love the low end tracks in those. I've gone like, oh fuck, to these. Let me see if I can find an actual track that's gonna make me go, oh fuck. Something I haven't heard yet through the shuffle. A Perfect Circle Lullaby? That's a good one. If you have never heard A Perfect Circle Lullaby, feel free to click that shit up, because that has the lowest low end, I think, of any song. Let's see how it handles it. I didn't twist my head just now because my neck hurt. I twisted my head because the fucking low end was like, ah. This has still got more low end because it's dumb. But these are going to be nice and calm. Yeah, these are like, oh, there's bass, there's good bass in this song. And these make my, makes my throat weird with how the low end is presented on these. It's like imaging. It's like the sound comes across 3 times. Whereas every other headphone is like, ooh, it goes left to right. And, ooh, this is, you know, this sounds like someone took whatever magic would happen and strings the sound from left to right 3 times. So you have 3 times more sound left to right. I don't know how that makes any sense, all right? I don't know how these would measure. I always feel like headphones that do this sort of thing with the sound, that I can't even describe it with words. If you put them on a measurement rig and measured it, it'd come out all fucked up and be like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to those. There's a 2K spike in the resonance, and who cares? Put them on, listen to them. I could list every spec of a fucking Ferrari 458. The horsepower, the torque curves, the G rating in the corners, and the height and the weight distribution. I could hand you a piece of paper with all these specs on it and say, here, do you like this car? How the fuck do you know? You gotta get it and drive it before you know if you like it. And then compare it to a Porsche or to an Aston Martin. And sound is nothing. You can't break down sound like this into numbers. You just can't. It just doesn't come off. It's like looking at a painting and then telling, okay, let's break this down into some values and then put it on a piece of paper. We could collate it. No, you got to look at it. You got to see the details. You got to wear the motherfucker. Yes, there. Fucking perfect. Yoko Kanno eyeball from the episode with Pierre Lafoy of Cowboy Bebop. The fucking, that weird, like, this happening. Like the weird, like, squeak and then the bang and the whoosh. These whoosh better than fucking any headphone. In this, $200, all right. I wish they were less. They sound like they're worth $200 easy. MSR 7s are these all the time. How do they game? I don't know. I went to bed with music. I woke up with music, and I'm here with music, and I'm like, ooh, hoo, hoo. So you could find out. The fact that they're on ear, that's going to bother a lot of you. Some of you haven't even started watching this review because, oh my god, they're on air. I don't want fucking on air. They're very comfortable for an on ear. They're probably the most comfortable on-ear headphone. Straight up. The clamp is just... There's a lot of factors involved in making a comfortable on-ear that many places get wrong. The clamp is just right. It's just enough to keep the seal and so they don't move, because an on-ear doesn't have the anchoring of the pad. So if it's going to touch, it's still got to be tight, but it can't be too tight or it's going to be uncomfortable. These are perfect clamp with the perfect pads. They do. Someone at Audio-Technica probably watched all my reviews and went, oh yeah, fuck you, Zeos. Watch this. And here they are. Usually I'll put off a review on good headphones because that means I get to use them. You know, tomorrow, the next day, maybe a week from now, 2 weeks from now. Those poor, where are they? Lawton modded TH-900s. Had those for like a year. You know why? Because I got to play with them for a year. Or for 6 months at least. And every time I go like, oh yeah, yeah. And then I put them down. And I'm doing this review today. And regardless if I'm being done with it, I'm going to do this. I'm going to set up my sound recorder. I'm going to record the sound demo. And I'm going to move on. And I'm going to still put these on my head for the next 2-3 weeks. And that's going to impede my ability to do other headphones. Because now I'm looking at you, Bluetooth things and V-Mode. I'm looking at you, V-Moda, and M&O. Although the M&Os are RBH HP2s. They're going to have a hard... The fact that these exist and are here gives everything there a harder time. Everything there is now going to be like, oh shit, the Ringer's here. These are the Ringer headphones. Low end. Fuck. Vocal clarity. Yes. Treble compared to the B&Os and these is a little reduced. Just a little reduced. But that doesn't matter because the imaging and where it's placed in the sound is wholly more important than the treble amount. If you're going back and forth like I am, you're going to notice that, oh, the treble sounds a little sharper in the B&Os because the B&Os sound a little closer. And these are further away and wishy-washy out there. Fuck. All right? I'm going to keep saying the word fuck because YouTube seems to love to remove my channel from results. Probably because of that. I rarely fall in love with a headphone. I mean, I'll get excited about a headphone. I'll be impressed by a headphone. But falling in love? Like legitimately putting it on and be like, I can't take these off ever again. Where am I? Where am I right now? Hybrid world citizen. Oh. Oh, it didn't help. I thought that maybe I was hearing the speakers through and it's just like... I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you fix what. If M50 sounded like this, I would have lit them on fire and jerked off into the fire to see the red god, because they would have been that good. This, if you can get this sound, Audio-Technica, are you listening to me? If you can get this sound out of a slightly larger headphone, like a 40 or a 50 or a 50X or a 50Z, call it the 50Z. See what happens. You'd win. You'd win the internet. And I'd make the fucking prize. I'd whittle it for you. Link to this in the description. Links to all three of these. These three are all great portable closed back headphones. All three of them are great. These are my pick right now. Although they do lack, certainly in style. Even these, and people complain about that, but even in style, that's a lacking. That's a lacking. You can't change the pads. You can't make them. You change the pads, sound goes away. The sound gets ruined. Ruined. Links to these. Links to that wallpaper of Susie Margavargan, whatever. She's a flat witch. That's lies. My 40s, I still love my 40s. I'm still putting these back up on the wall. And you know why these are not going on the wall? Because I'm going to be using them too often. Things that go on the wall are things that I love and I'm proud of, and then I put them on the wall. So thanks to that. The Patreon that I was talking about, where you can buy things that I'm done reviewing. Nothing here. Well, maybe these, I don't know, in the future. But nothing here. Well, maybe this. I'll probably sell this so I can get the little big knob. We'll be in the yard sale from the 1st to the 10th. Also, check out HiFiGuides.com. It's a site that I set up with a DMS. We're doing a forum. We're going after the big boys with the forum. It's going to be interesting. And yeah. Oh, by the way, powering these with the JDS Labs Element Stack, which is the I did the Element. This is the one that breaks out the DAC and amp and makes them both better. So not required to power this. I mean, I'm at 12 o'clock on low gain. This little Shanling M1 did absolutely fucking amazing things with this in bed last night. Giggity. But yeah, links, Patreon, links to this, links to her, and the sound demos down there too. Thanks for stopping by. This is a rare one. This is a rare one where I actually like, I have to do this while the love is flowing. And oh my God, the love is flowing. I hope someone in the comments, someone out that is buying this right this second, and when you get it, come back to the comments and tell me if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, shit on me in the comments. Please, that's what YouTube is great for. You like, you dislike, you write a comment, you know, interaction. All this fan interaction is required, so do it. Tell me I'm a piece of shit for throwing M30s on the floor. Fuck you. I heard those, I changed a bit. Fuck you. Goodbye. Goodbye.